Hi everyone, I'm Jauregui and this is the playlist of my life. So first up, we have Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. Born to Die was the first song that I ever heard of Lana's and I died. I was like, who is this bitch? I need to know more about her. And so I looked up all her music and to this day I have her entire discography. My favorite lyric in Born to Die is, don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know why.
Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know why.
A lot of her lyrics are brilliant. I think she's incredibly poetic and incredibly connected to what she's feeling, and she's one of my favorites for sure. Fighter by Christina Aguilera. This album is one of my favorite albums that Christina ever made. I think that Christina is a huge part of like my developmental years. Just getting into owning who I am and figuring out who that was. And Fighter was especially major because obviously when you're growing up, there's a lot of bullies. I just think that chorus is brilliant.
It makes me that much stronger, makes me work a little bit harder.
When I heard the lyrics to this song, I felt empowered. I felt like, you know what, thanks for making me a fighter. I'm still gonna persevere and grow. Next up is Give Me Love by Ed Sheeran. This Plus album came out when I first started on X Factor. I would listen to this album on repeat every night, every day. I was really only listening to these two albums at that time in my life, to be honest. It as a song is one of the most beautiful songs I think ever written. The build up at the end when he's like the my, oh give me love.
My, oh give me love, my.
That part is so beautiful and the way it builds, like I literally get tears every time that I hear it. I feel such a raw depiction of his heart. It was a raw depiction of mine too. So it's just one of the most beautiful songs. So the next one is After the Storm by Mumford & Sons. This album was a moment in my life because there's this really comforting lyric in it. It says, and there will come a time you see with no more fear, and love will not break your heart, but dismiss your fear.
Tears and love will not break your heart.
I just love the imagery of that. I love the thought of after the storm there being peace and clarity and light. Superstar by Miss Lauryn Hill from Miss Education of Lauryn Hill, which is one of the best albums ever created. I was just floored by the lyrics. The whole album floors me lyrically, but this one I was just like, yes, speak on it. The particular lyric that I love is, everything you drop is so tired. Music is supposed to inspire, so how come we ain't getting no higher?
Music is supposed to inspire.
Brilliant. I love that she always speaks from the heart and she always has something to say. I love this song. If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. Love Alicia Keys as a lyricist. I think she's one of the dopest musicians ever. Her authenticity, her light, and the way that she uses her music to move people is really inspiring to me. My favorite part of the song is probably just the chorus. Like, it's so classic. Every time you hear it come in, it makes my heart happy. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. This song is just a permanent fixture in my life and will always mean a lot to me. Pressure by Paramore. This whole album, All We Know Is Falling, was the soundtrack of my 7th grade. And this song particularly, a girl was struggling in school. I was always in like honors classes and stuff, so I always had like a lot of homework and a lot of shit going on. Yeah, this song I would blast it.
Carried away from home, some things I'll never know.
The whole thing, it's like super rock. And when you hear it, you'll be like, really? In 7th grade? So last but not least, shameless self-plug, my song, Expectations by Jauregui, me. I'm super excited about this song. I had to include it in the playlist of my life because it's my first song. My favorite lyrics are respect for my time, respect for my space, respect for my energy.
Respect for my time, respect for my space.
I feel like we don't give that to each other ever. And I'm really demanding it in the conversation that I'm having. And I think that that's important, especially for girls to listen to. So this is the playlist of my life in a very, very like 8-song type snippet. Hopefully you listen to this. Leave you with a little sweet treat at the end. Go get my song. If you don't like it, okay, but I hope you like it.